Hello everyone, my name is Anka Shivran, and today we are going to explore an effective and interactive classroom strategy called Poster. This method encourages students engage in deep thinking um, through silent collaboration. Instead of talking, students write their thoughts about a reading passage. This helps everyone understand and discuss the material more deeply. Let's approach and learn how it works and how students can effectively complete this strategy. Let's talk about what is the poster strategy. The poster strategy is a simple yet effective method to encourage students' engagement and critical thinking by using silent writing communication. This strategy involves students reading a short passage and then responding to it in writing on a large sheet of flip chart paper, which is shared among a small group. The key aspect is that all writing and reactions are done silently, prohibiting verbal communication during the exercise. Let's see the steps. Steps are implementing the poster strategy. We have three steps: preparation, execution, and discussion, the post activity discussion. Step 1: preparation. The materials: a short passage taped in the center of the flip chart paper. Prepare one for every group of 4 students. Teacher preparation: select an appropriate passage and tape it on the flip chart paper. The group size is ideal for small groups of 4 students. Step number 2: students are grouped and provide with a flip chart paper with the passage in the center. The teachers reads and the passage loud once. Students silently write their response, reaction, questions, or visual representations around the passage on the flip chart paper. After 10-20 minutes of silent writing, the teachers can decide to have students discuss their notes immediately or use them as a base for future conversation or assignments. The step number 3: discussion. Following the silent note, a student can either circulate and add comments to another group's posters or engage in a full class discussion. The teachers encourage students to share and discuss the ideas generated during the silent writing. The article that I chose is Your Food Choices Affects Earth Climate by Janet Rolfe. It's in 2014. I just added my article here, and I choose a passage from the article, and I write it right here: passage to be used. A team of researchers has just tallied the cost of producing meat versus another types of foods for human dinners. They find that meat production from farm to fork release more climate warming pollution than does producing fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. A lot more. Their calculations suggest that people will do a lot to show global warming if they limited how much meat they eat. Now, how can we implement the strategy? Preparation. The first step: print the selected passage in a large font and type it to the center of the flip chart paper. Prepare one sheet for each group of 4 students. I have an example for today, and I didn't have a printer. Then um, my printer didn't work, and I just write it on the flip chart paper, the passage. You can do that too, but of course it's easier to print it out. Execution: group students into sets of 4. Distribute the flip chart papers and felt tip pens. Each student gets a unique color. Read the passage aloud to the class. Instruct students to write their responses silently on their flip chart paper. Responses can include arguing or disagreeing with the passage, listening questions, drawing visual representations, making connection to another knowledge or personal experience, responding to another student's comments. Post-activity discussion. After 15 minutes of silent writing, students can be invited to circulate and read another group's posters, adding their comments. Alternatively, conduct a full class discussion starting with what ideas come up as you were reading and writing. Example of students' uh, annotation, annotations. I didn't know that meat production affects the climate so much. How does reducing meat cons- um, consumption help the environment? This reminds me of the documentary we watch about global warming. Drawing of a factory emanating greenhouse gases. Example we just discussed this. This is my example that I did it of a poster. I put in black the passage. I know I should write it bigger, and I put four answers for that the students answer, and I asked them to write what they are thinking about the passage, what the idea of the passage is. One of the students write, meat production release is significantly more climate warming pollution compared to producing fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. Therefore, reducing meat consumption can help slow global warming. Another student writes, meat has a large carbon footprint compared to plant-based foods. Limiting meat intake is a practical step to combat climate change. People can contribute to reducing climate change by eating less meat. Another student, we have so many examples. Meat production causes more climate warming pollution than producing plant-based foods. Producing fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains is less harmful to the environment than meat. Switching to a more plant-based diet could be beneficial for the climate, and so on. All these answers the kids can put it, or we can put questions. What do you think about it? Let's see what is the benefits of the poster strategy. Encouraging participation. Every student gets a chance to contribute, unlike verbal discussion dominated by a few. Prompts deep thinking. Students must think critical about their response before writing them down. Enhances listening and reading skills. By reading another's comments, students learn to listen and understand different perspectives. Provides insight for teachers. Teachers can observe students through process and identify areas needed further explication. Further explication. Let's reflecting on the strategy. Encouraging students to reflect on how the silent conversation helped them think more deeply about the passage. Discuss how this method can be applied to another subjects or topics. Questions can include, what ideas come up as you are reading and writing? How do your food choices affect the environment? What do you think of this activity? What new ideas or perspectives did you gain from this activity? How did seeing another comments change your understanding of the topic? How did they change your thinking about the passage? And all this question is helping the student and makes him understand and have a fundamental answer. Students feedback examples. I like that I could write my ideas and then read the ideas others wrote. I had a chance to say something, unlike in verbal discussion where only a few speak. Writing allowed me to think more deeply before sharing my thoughts. Of course, this strategy we can use it in multiple classes. So variations. Math class, for example, use a math problem instead of a text. Students write the process they will use to solve the problem without solving it initially. Another subjects adapt the strategy to fit any subject by selecting appropriate text or problems for students to annotate it and discuss. And the conclusion about this strategy is a powerful educational tool that facilitates comprehensive learning and helps a collaborative and inclusive classroom environment. By encouraging silent writing conversation around a shared passage, this method promotes critical thinking, collaboration, and depends students' understanding of texts. It ensures that every student has an equal opportunity to participate and share their thoughts, thereby increasing their ability to understand and analytical skills. Overall, the poster strategy not only aids in better understanding of the text, but also is bringing up a supportive and reflective learning atmosphere. This is all that I have for today. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you have any questions, you can just email me. Thank you for watching again, and I hope you find the poster strategy useful for your class. Have a wonderful day.